could you send out the Zoom link, please? Yeah, it should be in your inbox maybe an hour or so ago. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you pronounce your name?
Ramazan
Ramazan, and your last name?
Arsanov.
Arsanov. Okay. Thanks. All right, you can have a seat right here whenever you're ready. And we'll get this started. I'm Mike, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Here you go.
Thanks.
You bet. There you go. Ramazan Arsanov, great tournament. Really ran the table, beat some really good guys, and capped it off with a pin in the finals. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
So when's the last time you competed in the tournament?
I believe it was February, January. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be back.
Yeah. So what was the feeling like getting back out there for your first match on the mat and like your ref and scoreboard and everything being real again?
It's awesome. It's awesome to be back. You know, all summer on quarantine. All the work we did with coaches, and it's just good to be back and be in the show.
Yeah. So, born in Russia, came over, won a couple of Massachusetts state titles, spent a year at Wyoming Seminary, and then ended up at Iowa State. When did you come over?
I came over when I was 15. It's about 2015, I think.
Yeah.
So it's been like almost 5 years.
Yeah, about that. So, how did getting recruited to Iowa State work? And what was that process like?
It's different. I never had any experience like that. So, for Coach Greenlee, and he did a great job sending me to high school, college tournaments. So, coaches saw me in the college tournaments. I believe that's how I got recruited to Iowa State.
Yeah. So you had a pretty good redshirt last year, wrestling folk style.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to get comfortable with it, being a freestyle guy?
Back to freestyle?
Or no, just when you made the initial adjustment to folk style, like how long did it take before you're like, all right, I got this top and bottom thing figured out?
I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
Coaches are doing a great job. Coach John Metcalf. Obviously, you saw my dresser is doing a great job as well. So we're working on it.
Yeah. So can you walk us through that pin in the finals match? Because I think you were down like either 4-0 or 6-0, and then you came back and you got on top and turned it and picked up the fall.
Yeah, Derek is in the corner. He told me, stay relaxed, because I start. He told me I think I get a little bit frustrated. He's like, calm down, and I have been working on that move, dresser a long time, so it worked.
Yeah, it's gotta be nice to move, named after
dresser. Yeah, because
that's pretty cool, right?
We haven't
been smiling when you did it.
Yeah, it's special. I think he had birthday couple days ago. I actually texted him. I told him, hopefully I can make you happy. So not just me. I told him, hopefully we can make you happy and determined. Yeah. When I was wishing with his birthday, so.
Yeah, well, hey, I mean, you did exactly that. So with the NCAA season ahead of us, hopefully, knock on wood.
Yep.
Are you looking forward to getting back to folk style or
Yeah. Yeah, I have been working. We have been working really hard all summer, and our team was in great shape. You can see if you're in the tournament. So I think a lot of great things are coming in our way. Iowa State.
Awesome. Well, Ramazan, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great tournament, great performance, and I think if you were a little bit under the radar, I don't think you're under the radar anymore. I think people are going to know who you are. So
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to my family in Massachusetts and my dad and mom. It's probably midnight right now. They're sitting and watching back home in Russia. So, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, man. Look forward to seeing more of you. Hey, Mitch, congrats. Just let me wipe this area down here.
So what are we doing?
Just live interview. You can keep it on or take it off.
All right.
All right, Mitch McKee, 61 kilograms, U23 nationals champ. How you feeling?
Good. Solid. Feel like I worked on a lot of stuff that I've been trying to work on the last couple months, and went back to some old habits sometimes, die hard. But yeah, I feel like I wrestled solid. Could have been better, but yeah.
So 61 with +2 night before weigh-in. Do you think we ever see it 61 again for any other tournament, or is it 65 from here on out?
Yeah, I'm trying to go 61.
Okay.
I honestly didn't really decide whether I was going 65 or 61 till the deadline on Tuesday or whatever. So 60, it wasn't a terrible cut. Obviously, I didn't do it very good because I decided Tuesday. But if I were to, when I go down to 61 next year, I'll probably take more time than a couple days.
Yeah.
So it'll be tough. But I made 33 for 2 years in college, so it's not too much different than that.
Yeah.
That's only a 1 hour weigh-in, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your toughest match actually came yesterday in the round of 16.
Yeah.
Parker, guy you know pretty well. Tough dude.
Yeah.
Then after that, it was cruising. I think it was 3 technical falls in a row.
Yep.
Against some pretty good guys too, Mickey Philby and Kilioko in the finals. Can you talk a bit about your run through the bracket and specifically that Ian Parker match?
Yeah. I think I was a bit surprised to have him second round in this tournament because I know he's tough. And yeah, I just don't think I got a good blow in my first match, and then rolled into that second match and I started feeling it. Like I said, went back to my old habits of just doing front headlocks, which got my arms exhausted. And then you could tell by the end of the match I was pretty exhausted. But after that match, I felt great, and every other match I felt fresh and solid and ready to go. But I don't know, it's just getting that initial blowout. I don't think I got it yesterday until that second match, which was the last match of the day, so it didn't really matter that day. But yeah, it was a solid match. I mean, he's good. He's proven himself to be a good wrestler, and I've wrestled him before and know he's tough. And I think it was good to get. I was kind of surprised that, like I said, to have a hard one that early, but I think it was good too for the tournament to get that competition early and then be able to roll through the next 3 matches.
Yeah. What match did you bust your head open?
I didn't in a match. I did it with a rifle scope the other day.
Oh man.
I shot a deer and hit my face on the scope.
Did you get the deer at least?
Yeah, I got the deer. So, it wasn't for nothing, but yeah, it wasn't like terrible, but it's bleeding a little bit now. But it was, just had my eye a little too close.
Yeah. So obviously with competitions being limited during, the pandemic, you've been someone who's gotten out, gotten some matches in.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to be able to wrestle, matches against quality competition when they're kind of hard to come by right now?
Yeah, I love it. It's awesome to get out and wrestle, especially after how many months we weren't able to. I was just talking to Pletcher actually about he was going to wrestle here, but he didn't. And I was saying the same thing. I was like, I kind of decided Tuesday, just because him and I have been getting so many things lately. Because when we were off, now that everything came, we're like, yes to every opportunity. And sometimes you forget to take a break. But yeah, it's been awesome. And like you said, the level of competition has been amazing. And I think it's going to help a lot going forward into this next year. So.
Yeah. Olympic team trials, are they on your radar going forward?
Yeah, I'll have to go to the last chance, but yep, definitely for sure gonna go to the last chance and trying to get to the Olympic team trials.
65?
Well, yeah, no 57. No, not that far.
So what's the training leading up to that look like? Is it anything different than what you're doing now?
I mean, I think in our room we got a lot of solid guys, and I like. I mean, a couple of the guys I wrestle with are here, like Baylor Fernandez. He's wrestling here, and Brayton Lee. I get to wrestle with him every day, and even like Coach Becker, I wrestle with him sometimes. But a lot of solid guys to wrestle with, and we've been wrestling 4 times a week, then on our own doing lifts and stuff outside of practice, and I just feel like getting a lot of good competition in the room, and especially with Brayton Lee, he's one of the best, and he's proven it this last year. So being able to wrestle with him, he's a little bigger than me too, so it gets me used to that 65 weight, and especially then coming here and wrestling Brayton Lee every day, and then I wrestle 61 kilo guys. It's a lot different, so it makes me feel a lot more powerful, and I think it'll help me at 65 too, for sure.
Awesome. Well, hey, great performance, Mitch. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Another title for the trophy case.
Yep.
Good job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's the hard stuff.
Hey.
All right, Brock Mauler, U23 national champion at 65 kilograms. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good for being so early, I'd say, in like folk style season. Came out here to compete, these might be the only matches I get for a while, so make the best of it.
Yeah. What's the last tournament you competed in?
MAC, so my conference. And then the next week, Nationals got canceled, so I was pretty devastated by that. So I've just tried to make every match the best I can.
Yeah, so, what was it like that first match back on the mat with a whistle and a scoreboard and, a real live situation?
My first match here, pretty much all my matches, I was thinking, but I wasn't thinking. I was just happy to be on the mat and just enjoying competing. I just got on the mat and just competed.
Yeah, so it didn't feel like you had any rust to knock off or anything. You were just ready to roll.
No, I feel like I've been ready since conference to win a national title, folk style wise, and here win it. So felt very confident in my wrestling.
Yeah, so semifinals, you beat a really tough Max here, and then in the finals, you win convincingly over Don Demas, who, really tough guy, really good in freestyle.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through that match a little bit?
I kind of knew he was going to be looking for big stuff, but I wanted to focus on all of my attacks while still kind of closing him out of his big throws, all that, and just really, really flow through those ties and make sure he didn't get any edge on me tie-wise.
Yeah. Back in this room, I didn't catch the match. How did you score your points?
One was, I think it was an early takedown. I believe, like I said, like I just get on the mat and I just flow, and then after I forget because it's just a constant flow. I mean, I'm not really looking, oh, I'm just going to do a double leg or all that. It's just whatever comes to me, I'm going to take and make it my own. But I believe I took him down early, and then he got a push out, and then he was looking for a big throw, but I put him to his back, pretty much pinned him, and then it just went downhill for there.
Yeah. So with, again, the competitions being limited, and right now there is going to be an NCAA season.
Yes.
So how big is it to get a preseason tournament in where you can get a lot of solid competition after having a layoff for like 8 months?
It's huge because I mean I haven't been competing since early March, so to get on the mat and to see what I'm missing right now and just fill in those holes so when season comes, there's no doubt, nothing.
Yeah, and obviously with the the unfortunate way that last season went down, how much are you looking forward to this upcoming NCAA season, and how much is your team looking forward to it?
I mean, we got an amazing recruiting class in. I mean, as you can tell, I think a couple of them U20s in the finals. So I mean, they're tough, and I push them, they push me, which is great, and we're looking to win it as a team, most definitely. Not only myself, but I want to push my teammates so we can win a team title.
Awesome. Well, hey, Brock, congratulations. Great wrestling today. You earned that stop sign, so good job. Hopefully
Thank you.
See you back on the mat pretty soon.
Yes, hopefully. Thank you.
Hey, Will, congratulations.
Thank you.
Take a seat whenever you're ready.
Do I need a mask? Oh, sure.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay. Is this here?
Yep. Well, Lewan, U23 national champion. How are you feeling?
So good. We were training a lot for this tournament, so we had a whole training camp leading up to move from Michigan RTC, so this is exciting. I came to do what I wanted to do.
When's the last tournament you competed in?
Big Tens. Yeah. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I competed. I was going to go to senior nationals, but I'm kind of in between weights there. But yeah.
So what was it like that first match back on the mat with a real ref and a scoreboard and everything else?
It was awesome. There's no feeling like it. I mean, I devote so much of my life to wrestling, right? And I want to be able to go out there and compete as much as I can. And when that's taken away from you for most of a year, then you're going to really miss it,
Yeah. Have you ever had a layoff that long before?
No. Well, competing, no. Not competing. Because we were practicing, we were always staying up to date with our workouts and stuff, but just not getting to go out there and compete it's weird.
Yeah. I bet. So you rolled through the tournament up until the finals, and then you had a really tough match with Caleb Young, who grinded out a 5-4 win. Can you talk a little bit about that match?
The finals?
Yep.
Yeah. So going into it, I knew it was tough. I wrestled him last year in the Big Tens, and I duel against Iowa. So I knew he was going to be my toughest opponent if we got to wrestle each other. So I had to be, ready to go for the match, and I was. I would have liked to maybe get to more of my attacks in that match, but I got the dub.
Yeah. What's the biggest challenge that he presents you? And again, you wrestled him, you got your hands on him a couple times at this point.
He doesn't come out of position very much. So, even when I'm level changing and trying to get him to step, it's hard. He's the Iowa style, stay in good position, head in front, blocking everything. So I gotta train for that a little more. I think the next time we get to wrestle, but that's
So a couple years ago, you that world title. This year, no U23 world, but you're U23 national champion.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy with the way your trajectory is kind of moving in freestyle?
Yeah. I mean, I always know I had the potential to do this. Freestyle is definitely my thing. I love freestyle. I love getting to wrestle in the off season, doing all those freestyle practices and getting to go to all those tournaments cross country freestyle. So that's always been a highlight for me. But yeah, I think I'm on path to do big things coming up.
Yeah. Well, you're in a fantastic room with some fantastic coaches, particularly in freestyle.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, Sergey?
Yeah. Sergey
is the man. He's a great coach. He's just got so much knowledge. And let me tell you, no one in the room can stop his gut. Even we got Mason Paris trying to stop his gut wrench, and he just gets it in the perfect spot. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, and on top of that, you got training partners like Logan Massa, who a one-weight class up from you that has had real senior success. What's it like being able to go with him? Regularly?
Oh, it's awesome. I'll be honest, he's been getting me a lot better, especially this fall. We've been going at it a lot, and
you know, he's taking his wrestling to the next level, and he's bringing his practice partners up with him, you know, so it's awesome to see.
So I know, you know, next thing for you is probably the NCAA season. You know, and I know you're in between weights, but has the Olympic team trials and last chance qualifiers that crossed your mind at all?
Yeah, I mean, I want to wrestle in as many tournaments as I can to see how well I can do, you know. I'll give it my shot. I think I can beat anyone.
Would 74 be the move for you?
Yeah, I'd have to definitely work on my size a little bit. It's feasible.
Be more fun than 65.
Nah, that's not for me. No, I'm not. I don't like cutting weight that much, so yeah, I don't know what it'd be for me.
Yeah. Well, hey, congratulations. Great tournament, great win. You were in that stop sign. Looking forward to seeing you back on the mat soon.
Thank you.
Is that it?
Yep, you're good to go. Great job, man.
How was my interview?
Oh, pretty good. It's still kind of rolling because we're live on.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, live stream.
What is this? Like,
So this is Zoom. So the interface is Zoom.
okay.
And then we stream it live to YouTube, and then once this is all done, we chop up the individual clips.
Oh, okay.
So the live stream will actually be on YouTube too. So if people want to watch it, come back and see us talking right now. But in terms of your actual interview, it's going to be up this part.
So,
All right.
have a good one.
Yeah, you too, man. Hey, congratulations, Evan. Just let me wipe this down real quick for you. Whenever you're ready.
Coach, should I get my t-shirt? Look at you or the camera right here.
Okay.
Get all the blood off the sleeve?
Almost. All right, ready.
All right, Evan Wick, U23 national champion. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, man. It's been a while since I've gotten one of those stop signs. They're so elusive, man. You know, you can have a dominant tournament, and then going to the finals and find something real tough. You know, that was kind of the case here. I had a pretty close semis match, but every match before that was pretty dominant. But I wanted that stop sign, man. I think I've only got like 2 of those, so it's a great feeling getting one of those. And beating a guy like that, Bronigal, I mean,
he may not have the accolades, but I know a good wrestler when I see one. And he's got the talent. He can hand fight hard, move guys well. So I knew it was going to be a battle.
Yeah, Bronigal is one tough dude. He can wrestle him at a lot of corners.
Yep.
Semi-finals, you had Teamer, that world bronze medalist. You guys had a barn burner. I think it was like 11-9 or something.
11-9, yeah.
How are you feeling going to the finals after a match like that?
After a match like that, I actually wasn't feeling too good. I don't know. I think that match with Teamer took it out of me a little bit, and then they run the finals right away. But it's good, even though Teamer's a bit younger than me. Like I said, I know I could wrestle when I see one, man. So getting a win like that, whether it's a tech or it's a close match, it's a win. And I love that. And these guys are all gamers, and I respect the hell out of them. And I love scrapping with him. And he's so sharp. He's so athletic. I watched his match before, and I knew it was going to be a battle. Maybe I shouldn't be watching these matches before. Maybe I psyched myself out. But no, I knew going into it, I was going to have some good scraps. Yeah. So I was excited to win those.
Yeah. So last month you competed in senior nationals, took fourth in a really tough bracket. Between then and now, what did you work on, and where do you think you saw your biggest improvements?
I think my biggest thing, I used to look at wrestling as, there are levels. In high school, it was just whoever's in the best shape is going to win. And then it was whoever's has the best technique is going to win. Whoever's the strongest is going to win. But I've come to realize whoever remains the most composed is going to win. So in practice, I'm really just trying to work on my composure is the main thing. I mean, I know in my mind I got the skill to beat anyone. I just need to remain composed and execute my technique. And that's what it comes down to. And practicing that is a little hard, because you're not going to get the same feel in practice that you do out here, right? I haven't been challenged like Bronigal just challenged me. I haven't been challenged like that in a long time, but it helps me work on my composure. Even in that match, I kind of started to, panic a little bit, but I remain composed, and that's what got me through it.
Yeah. So, during the pandemic, obviously opportunities to compete are not that abundant. So what does it mean to be able to get out to these tournaments and get in, numerous matches against quality competition and tough guys?
It means everything, especially in wrestling. We rely so much on just, you got to keep moving forward. You got to keep going. COVID really kind of shut that down. We shut down the momentum for a lot of guys. I took literally, I think, 5 months off. Like, I was just couldn't do anything, trying to remain COVID conscious, not get in contact with anyone. But I found ways to work around that and keep getting better. And I've been able to test myself in competition. So it's so big that we have competitions like this too. We can make as much games as we want, but we gotta put it on the line at some point. And this is really awesome that we have the opportunity to put it on the line here.
Yeah. So I know I asked you earlier, what was your biggest improvement in senior nationals and now? What do you think your biggest improvement has been across, the pandemic in general? Like, is there anything in particular that you think that you elevated since then?
I think just working on my composure, a lot of other things start to open up. My versatility starts to open up. I think I wrestled a long time, like I said, just trying to be in the best shape. But for some reason, I felt like I was working ridiculously hard to not get in any better shape. I was working the hardest of anyone in the country, but when it came down to it, I'd go 3 minutes in a match and I'd be dog tired. But just remaining composed, I feel like it's hard to get tired anymore. If I remain composed, it's like I'm not going to get tired. I can scrap with anyone, and I think it's starting to show my versatility from space. I can wrestle from space now. I wasn't able to do that before. I can wrestle from inside the tie. I can reattack. I can do all these things. When I just remain composed and allow myself to get better. I think when people panic, they don't let themselves take the opportunities that they need to.
So NCAA season is right around the corner. How much are you looking forward to it?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching guys. I'm taking an Olympic redshirt this year. I don't know if I'll be pulling out of that. I'm not entirely sure that NCAA is still going to happen, but if they do, man, I'm super pumped to watch them. I've always been a spectator as well. I watch wrestling all the time. I love watching video, whether or not it's guys in high school, guys in college, guys at the Olympic level. I love watching it, and it's just super awesome to see guys get after it and see what they do. Maybe I can use that in some of my wrestling.
Yeah, so Olympic redshirt, going all in for the trials. That's awesome, really exciting. what do you need to do to get yourself ready to compete and beat, you know, guys that are legends in the sport already, like Burroughs and Dave?
You know, I mean, I think at that point, I got to stay in an exceptionally good position all the time against those guys, and being ready for 6 minutes against those guys is huge, because you may get up, and we saw it last night, Saheed and Burroughs. Like, you may get up, you can get up 6-0 on Burroughs, but you better be ready to maintain that lead, because Burroughs ain't letting up. You know, so I think just as I'm wrestling, being ready, hey, if I go up, I'm still in this fight. I'm still going to bring it to you. If I go down, I'm still in this fight. I'm going to bring it to you. And I think that's something that a lot of guys need to work on. Is like, just keep after it. Don't give anybody the like undeserved respect. I think it's some exceptionally good wrestlers still do that. I know a lot of great guys who don't let themselves capitalize on really good opportunities because they just give guys way too much respect. It's like, just go out there, forget about that, and do your thing.
Awesome. Well, hey, Evan, congratulations. Great tournament, you know, great win in a really tough bracket. Looking forward to seeing you compete again, and looking forward to hopefully seeing you at the Olympic trials.
Thank you, man. You have a good one as well.
Great job.
Thank you. Probably an hour.
Hey, how's it going, Dave?
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool.
Want to pop that up?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's a good one if you forget to take it out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. Screen back a little bit. Just so there you go. All right, cool. Dave McFadden, U23 is national champion. How are you feeling?
Feel good. Intense match. Obviously, when you wrestle an Iowa guy, they're gonna come at you for however long, and they're just gonna wrestle you tough. But if you can't shoot, and find angles on me, you're not gonna be able to win. So I felt like they had a good game plan coming in. My sweep wasn't there as much as I thought it would be. So I think they scouted that. I mean, they're a good team. They're a good program overall. So, I knew it was going to be a tough battle coming into that finals match. But, I got the job done.
Yep. So you had a pretty dominant run through the bracket. Won most of your matches, including your finals match, handily on the scoreboard. How prepared did you feel coming into that?
Really prepared. We since senior nationals, the training, really since I got to Philadelphia in September, I've just had a new desire and a new passion and a new love for the sport. Wrestling under Coach Slay and Coach Reyna and Pearsall, and training with the guys, getting into a new environment. I'm learning so much, which makes wrestling fun. And I was super prepared. Good weight cut, good training leading up to it. Felt fresh, body felt fresh, so felt good.
Yeah. So, over the course of the pandemic, you've actually gotten yourself a couple different competitions. You competed at Wrestling Underground, got a big win over Tom Gant.
Yeah.
Competed at Senior Nationals up at 86. What's it mean to be able to get these, different competitions and not just competitions, but competition for your wrestling high level quality opponents? Yeah,
no, it's awesome. The fact that sports are prominent again, right there. They're happening. We need sports. We need athletics, and we need college athletics. These guys' futures depend on it. Without college athletics, I wouldn't be where I am. And guys are missing out on the chance to, it could alter your career or alter a life decision. So we need wrestling and other sports. So it's awesome that I feel like we're going in the right direction with that. The protocols, as long as we're doing protocols, I think there should be wrestling. So thanks to USA Wrestling really for hosting a great senior nationals and a great U23 junior nationals.
So, like I said, senior nationals were up at 86. Today was 81 with night before weigh-ins. So, is the plan to do 79 and then Olympic team trials be at 86, or is that still up in the air? We're still up in the air
for that. I made weight. 79 is the ideal weight for me.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I'm the guy there soon. If not this year at 79 kilograms. I feel great, and making great lifestyle choices and just great, just in a great environment for wrestling. So I'm super blessed. So 79 is the weight for me that I'll be there until I'm done wrestling. Then, in 2021 and 2024 roll around, depending how big I can get or how small I can get, I'm not really thinking about that right now.
Yeah. How excited are you for, coming down the pipe, getting Mark Hall and getting JB in the room?
I mean, you can't ask for a better room, right? I'm super excited. I'm actually, going to be working out with JB a little bit next week, I think. Mark's moving in actually today. So I'm just super excited and super, super blessed. And, just having Joey there, who's been
my best friend since we were younger. I've just been learning so much from him. Obviously he's a great teammate, but his skill set and just how he wrestles is just, I'm learning so much from him, and I'm just really enjoying it. I'm grateful for him. He came on the trip with me to be my training partner, and I'm sure I'll be going to Austin, Texas with him in December. So we've just been feeding off of each other and just really enjoying time there.
Yeah, I saw he was cornering you in the semifinals. How cool is that?
It's cool. It's cool. He's cornering you. Anyone, it's crazy. I think every time I look to my corner, it's, Coach Slay, Joey, Coach Rayner, I got an Olympic gold medalist in my corner. I think, I think about that sometimes and just how appreciative I am of that.
Awesome. Well, hey, David, great performance. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you back on that sometime soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey, Taylor, give me like 1 second to wipe this down. Oh, pretty good, man. Pretty good. For a fun tournament. Happy to be here. How about you?
Oh, more now. Ready to get back home to the dog.
I feel that. I also have the dog. Right?
Kind of
Black Lab mix.
Black lab.
Yeah.
Good lab. I got a dog from shelter. He's an old favorite. Oh, he's maybe 3. But he's like 7. So he's pretty old. But I'm like, I never liked those. Like I was. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's how my wife was. She was kind of afraid, and we were driving through upstate New York, and sign on the side of the road with lab puppies. It was, nice Mennonite family.
Yeah.
And they just had a little.
So how long have you had him now?
5 years.
5 years. That's awesome. That's awesome. Did you hunting with him?
What?
Any hunting with him or?
No. We
Just
live
love
in
on
the
him?
city, so not too much. I'm a city soldier, not too much.
That's all right.
All right, you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, Taylor Lewan, U23 national champion. How are you feeling?
Good. A lot of good things to take from the tournament. A little worn out, but happy.
Yeah, so I think you tapped your way through.
Mhm.
Did you allow a point scored on you?
I slipped a headlock the first round. This joker was probably 7 inches taller than me. So I was like throwing it up. It was just a bit sloppy. But that and gunning through a guy and got stopped me and he got 2 from it. So gave him a few.
So a couple of points.
Yeah.
But still a really, really dominant tournament. You happy with your performance?
It was all right. I think nerves were a little more of a factor. I don't know why. It just I could feel it in my belly, especially in that semis match. People were really still, almost afraid to give something up when I got let fly out there. That's when I'm the best, and that's why I think the finals are so went so well because we're just wrestling, we're just rapping.
Yeah. So you've been somebody that's been getting in matches, and obviously you're in Flo's tournament.
Yeah.
So did pretty darn well. What's it like being able to get these opportunities to wrestle quality opponents, during a pandemic when it's kind of hard to get matches?
Oh, that's awesome. Getting to get your hands on the best guys in the country, especially like the Flo event, seniors here, getting different fields, just constantly taking more information in. It's awesome. It's take every opportunity you can get,
Yeah. So you're having success on the senior level against the best guys in the country. What's it like kind of to come back down to a age group level? U23 is like kind of age group, but age group level and wrestle guys that are a little bit younger and maybe not quite as savvy as the guys you're facing.
Well, I keep on thinking, like a lot of these guys are college athletes. They've been going through a lot of BS, this past year. But then I'm thinking this is my job. This is what I'm doing. I'm better prepared than anyone else here. I don't work. I just wrestle. I think about wrestling and try to better myself every day. So I take pride in that. And I know that too, not as many regulations on me, I guess.
Yeah. How happy would you be if yourself now could turn to your teenage self and say, hey, your first job out of college is going to be being a professional wrestler, not a WWE professional wrestler, but a freestyle professional wrestler.
I don't know. Well, when I was younger, I always wanted that. You always look at the grades and you're like, I want to do what they were doing. So I'd probably be like, yeah, it's what I'm supposed to be doing. It's almost when we get into college where that dream kind of falls away. So it's important to hold on to that as tight as you can, you know. So I think if you would have asked me probably my sophomore year, I'd be like, I hear you. It's like, okay. But
so obviously your senior season ended just about as brutally as any season could end.
Yeah.
How's coming to terms with that then? Are you ever gonna come to terms with it fully?
Yeah, for sure. You know, that wasn't the last page of my book. You know, it's part of it. Deal with it. You know, if there's one thing wrestling teaches you, is be resilient. Face a challenge head on. Be like, all right, what are we gonna do now? You know, what's on the next thing? You know, when you have an unbelievable support system, you know, that pats you on the back and tells you it's all right, they love you, and I was like, it is okay, you know. And two, it could have been worse. You know, I understand why he did it. I've come to terms with that, but it's on the next thing.
Yeah. Speaking of the next thing, Olympic team trials, not around the corner, but on the horizon. What's between now and then look like for you?
So they have last chance coming up.
Last chance, yeah.
Yeah.
Last chance, but that's not scheduled yet.
No, it's not.
Should be shortly.
Okay. I don't know. Do some wrestling, man. You know, stack some days up, some months, and put the best version of myself I can out there on the mat.
Awesome. Well, hey, congratulations, Taylor. Great tournament. Really dominant performance, and looking forward to seeing you wrestle again soon.
Thanks.
Cool.
They keep you in this dark room all day.
Yeah, pretty much. I was out there earlier, but the last 3 days I've been
Hold her down.
Yeah, I got Flo Arena up over here trying to watch the matches.
Who's wrestling right now?
Woodley just beat Warner.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was getting pretty chippy in that 79-kilo match.
Yeah. But yeah, they were.
It's pretty exciting though. Good tournament.
Yeah.
Hope that's for you.
You too. Nice meeting you. Go back home to your dog.
Thank you.
Hey, Jacob. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready, you can just take a seat.
I'm ready.
All right. Jacob Woodley, U23 national champion. Big win. How many times have you wrestled Jacob Warner?
5. This is the 5th time wrestling him.
How good does this one feel?
This one feels good because he beat me 3 times in a row, and then last time we wrestled, I beat him, and he probably thought it was a fluke, but I just beat him again, kind of solidified that last one.
Yeah. You walk us through the match.
Yeah, I took kind of a bad shot. He had a reshot, took me down, gutted me, was up 4-0, but then I started getting to my shots, got a couple takedowns, and that was really it.
Was there any, panic or worry when you were down 4-0? You're like, I'm down against a guy that's pretty good and got a tough defense?
A little bit. Not really panic. It was just like now I got to make a little comeback, but I just held good position. He couldn't get to my legs, and I stuck to my offense, and worked out.
Yeah. So you came through a really tough bracket, actually. You had Stefanik in the quarters, and then ILO in the semis, both, NCAA qualifiers. Can you talk about your performance over the tournament as a whole?
Yeah, I think I wrestled really well. Stefanik's tough. Got a good win over him. Aiello's really tough too. I got pretty tired wrestling him, but got the win there. but that finals match was definitely that was a good one. That was the best one.
When's the last tournament you competed in?
I went to the senior U.S. Open like a month ago,
Okay.
but before that, hasn't been since Big 12s.
Yeah, so you're a guy that you're always competing in the freestyle tournaments. Seems like you're at every single one. So what's it been like during the pandemic to not have, those opportunities to compete? And then what does it mean when you do get a tournament like this where you're able to show out and get quality competition against tough guys?
Yeah, it was frustrating all spring and summer, because I couldn't compete and it was hard to train. I went back home. I'm from Pittsburgh, and for a while gyms were closed, and I was just like running and just doing whatever I could to stay in shape. But it was nice to wrestle in a couple tournaments. With the season still being in jeopardy and stuff, it was good to get a couple tournaments in.
Yeah, absolutely. We do still have a season at this point. What's it mean to be able to get like a big tournament like this right before the season kind of starts?
That helps a lot. Kind of shows you where you're at, what you need to work on and stuff. And just, I didn't have to cut too much weight for this, but, kind of keeping a good diet for it and just training for an actual tournament means a lot more than just training in general,
Yeah. So you would have to go to the last chance qualifier, which isn't scheduled yet, but are Olympic team trials on your radar, or is it just the NCAA season this year?
If the last chance qualifier is after the collegiate season, then yeah. But if it's during the season, then no, I'm just gonna focus on that.
Yeah. What's this upcoming season mean to you, especially after having last season and so unceremoniously?
It means a lot because time's ticking. I did an All-American as a freshman, and then last year was taken, and I gotta do something in the collegiate world, just kind of help me out in the future.
Yeah. What's it mean for you to come out on top of the tournament and kind of show that, everything, all the work that you've been putting in over this quarantine is paying off for you?
It felt good. That felt really good because I was training pretty hard, whatever I could do during the quarantine. Once I got back down to Oklahoma, it was like they were a little more relaxed. I could get my lifts in, and we had a little place where we could wrestle and stuff. So I've been training a lot, so it was good to get to a tournament finally.
Well, hey, congratulations, Jacob. Great tournament, great win. You really earned that stop sign today, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was probably sweating all over.
No, it's all good. It's getting sprayed down. Hey, Tanner, congratulations. Thank you. You can take a seat whenever you're ready.
Yeah, straps off okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Actually, there you go.
Yep.
All right, Tanner Sloan, U23 national champion, just coming out of the 10-9 match. Really great performance. Tanner, how are you feeling?
I feel good. Just been training for 6 minute hard minutes, all quarantine, all summer, all fall. I was ready to go.
When's the last time you got to compete in format?
Big 12 finals against him.
You just move your down a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. So obviously, you know, that guy is the number one guy in the country going into the NCAA season. Noah Adams,
Right.
undefeated last year. You come in and you beat him in the last tournament before the season starts. You know, how did that feel?
Feels good. I know I've been at the top of the chain this whole time. I just had to go out and prove it. I don't think he was any better than I was. Proved it today. No, he got me in March, but I don't get beat twice by the same person. So I was pretty confident going in.
How did it feel to be back on the mat for the first time since March? You know, what's going through your head in those first, you know, that first match and you have a ref and a whistle and a scoreboard and all that?
It feels good. That blood running through your veins. It's like, this is what I live for.
Yeah. So no, you know, rust that needs to be knocked off. You're ready to go.
I don't think so. I mean, I trained hard all summer, all fall, knocked the rust off then. So we got a little time off, back at it again. Probably get a little bit of time off and we'll hit the season hard here in January.
Yeah. So, you know, U23 national champion, no U23 worlds this year, unfortunately. But what's it mean to see that all the hard work that you put in through the pandemic paid off here today?
I'm just fortunate to have good coaches, good teammates, push me every day. And I'm glad for USA Wrestling to put on an event for us to be able to get on the mat again, you know? So I'm pretty excited for what's coming and I'm thankful for what's been happening this far.
Yeah. What's it like to have a big tournament like this, you know, kind of right before the start of the NCAA season?
Even though it's freestyle, I mean, it translates, you know? So being able to build your confidence, know the areas you need to work on, you know, for me, like I was up 10-5, 10-4. I let him get back in within 1 point. I gave him too much credit for what I'm capable of. So it's just little things like that that we'll take back to the drawing board and be prepared for the next time we step out on the mat.
Yeah. But overall, though, you're happy with the way you performed today?
Yeah, it was a slow start, but each match I just felt like I got better and better.
Awesome. So you know, I know NCAA season takes priority. But is there any interest, or do you have any interest in potentially going to the last chance qualifier and maybe making a run going through team trials, or is that not on the radar right now?
That's definitely a possibility. Right now, we're just focused on NCAAs. Take it one step at a time. My coaches know what's best for me, so wherever they tell me or whatever they tell me to do, I'm going to listen and go forth with it.
Yeah. So, you know, during this time period, have you been training mostly folk style, or has it been, you know, half and half, or what's the breakdown?
I would say there was some time there in the summer that they were trying to schedule this. They just didn't know. So we knew it was on our radar. So we started as soon as they were saying, hey, this is a possibility. So it's been a couple months since I've been training for freestyle.
Yeah. Now plans to go back to folk style until March.
Yep. Going back to folk style, knocking the rust off that style, but it all translates like I said. So it'll be nothing new.
All right, Dan. Well, hey, great performance today. You know, great win over the number one folk style guy in the country right now at your weight. You really earned that stop sign. So great job.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats, man. Thank you. practice.
Pencil there. Yeah. Thank you again.
Yeah, great. Jesus. Congratulations.
Thank you. I haven't ended in a while. Feels good.
All right, Yusuf, you need a U23 national champion. How are you feeling?
Feels good. You know, lots happened since the first time I won till now. I'm happy to get it done. You know, last year, the past 2 years, a lot of things changed in my life. So I'm just really happy, like I said, to get it done and be able to bring home a stop sign.
Yeah. So you rolled through the tournament pretty much up until the final, and you're in Tony Cassio. He's a really tough guy. Watching it back here, I think you got out in front and he came back and you powered through that last takedown to take the lead. Can you walk us through the match a little bit and what's going through your head?
Yeah, well, even just to start the match, you know, I had in my back of my mind that like last time we wrestled, I got beat pretty bad from him, and I was just like, I know I'm better than that. You know, I've been working real hard this whole summer during quarantine, staying disciplined even though there's so much uncertainty. So coming off the match, getting a big 4, that kind of that was really good. And then going from there, you know, I didn't really want to challenge him with the body. You know, luckily I have a partner, Adam Kuhn, to work with me there, but I didn't really want to try to go for a throw there because I've had a decent lead. I want to keep building on it, but I didn't want to risk anything. So I was giving him push outs, which isn't ideal. You know, I'm not too happy with the wrestle, but you know, he got a couple push shots on me, got a takedown, got a turn, he got the lead. You know, I got my double leg. After I got that, I kind of knew that like I could take him down. So even though I was down, I just, you know, kind of I heard him breathing heavy. You know, I stuck to believing my trainer, believing my coaches. So I just kind of like got in there, shot a high crotch. I believe that was the last takedown of the match. I'm not sure though. Kind of high scoring. You know, it's a fun match. It was exciting. You know, I got my offense going there. I was kind of a little timid yesterday and today. You know, because I'm my mind like, oh, number 1 seed. You know, I don't get upset. So I had some close matches that like guys I feel like I'm way better than. At the day, getting your hand raised and try to come out champ.
So unfortunately, you know, no U23 World Championships this year. So I'm sure you'd like to see, you know, your silver and get a gold, but not on the table. But how much does it mean to, you know, work through the summer, work through this pandemic, and then come home with the hardware and, you know, frankly, a really tough rack for this tournament?
I mean, it just feels great, you know, like I just kind of, it's nice that I've been having some opportunities to compete at, you know, Rockfin, and senior nationals and stuff. So I just really just try to stay positive, even though it was tough. You know, quarantine's tough, staying at home's tough, you know, but we were able to, coaches took care of us, making us work out, whether it's outside, a different location, whatever it be. You know, we find a way to get it done. And if that's not an option, I'm outside running, I'm outside doing a workout. There's no excuse, there's no reason why I can't get a workout in. You know, I'm not able to wrestle, but I can still do something to raise my heart rate. So yeah, it just feels good, you know, through everything. You know, I feel optimistic. Hopefully things try to get better. I know there's some a lot of things going on with rising cases, but I really hope that, you know, we're able to have the trials and Olympics and everything. You know, I'm just staying really positive. I believe this qualified me for the trials, so that feels great. And yeah.
So again, when competition is so limited, you've obviously been able to get yourself to a couple. How big is it to actually, you know, be able to get that quality competition against tough opponents, especially, you know, in a year where you're like trying to qualify for the Olympic Games?
Yeah. Well, luckily, you know, at Cliff King Wrestling Club, I got some of the best heavyweights in the country. You know, I got Adam Kuhn, I got Mason Paris. So I'm being challenged from every day, you know. So even though I'm not getting the competition as much as I want to, like that's a pretty good room. You know, I think we're one of the best heavyweight rooms in the country. So I'm really fortunate to have them, be able to work out with them. And, you know, it's sometimes I'm wrestling them, but sometimes harder than this tournament, you know, and some days, you know, doing group of 3 with them, you know, it's a battle. You know, there's some 2 high world-class wrestlers. So yeah, it's just I love that I have good partners. I'm in a very fortunate situation, so happy about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't an accident going out there.
Exactly.
Right. Like that was kind of one of the major reasons.
Yeah, one of the biggest ones. Exactly. You know, just I mean, I think I can only get better there. You know, in a room with such good athletes, good wrestlers, and great coaching, like there's no other option than to get better. You know, if I put in the work, stay disciplined, and like, you know, I'm gonna get better. So
what's the plan looking like for the next couple of months leading up to Olympic team draft?
Well, I believe we're going to Flow just announced their that like World Cup type event with RTCs. Probably planning on going to that, and then from there, you know, maybe in December, probably try to tone down a little bit, try to recover, get my mind right, and then pick it back up probably in January, February. There's lots of uncertainty. I'm gonna stay in shape, of course. I don't know when the trials are, so I don't really know what's coming after that. But I know it's probably always gonna be something, which is nice. All these cards coming up, so just trying to, just keep doing what I've been doing, keep working, and trying to elevate my game.
Yeah. So besides heavyweight, I mean, just in general, the room is loaded with freestyle talent. We had Lewan in here earlier doing an interview. You got Ragusan wrestling for a title right this second, junior level. Can you just talk a little bit about the room as a whole and what's going on at Michigan?
So actually, we haven't really been going with college guys as much, but I know, from beforehand, Will, some of these younger guys, I mean, they're ready to scrap, ready to get after it. Seeing Ragusan, I'm sorry for the name wrong, but Dylan, senior nationals coming out, doesn't matter, who he's wrestling and going out there and scrapping, so that's really awesome to see. I'm really, looks like Michigan future looks really bright. Unfortunately, like I said, I haven't been able to work out a lot of those guys. I do miss it, hopefully we can get something going on with them soon. But like I said, we've been at a different location, kind of just, like I said, it's a great room, great coaches, and it's really motivating to see guys doing well. You see another guy bring up, like I saw Will come back with the stops. I'm like, man, I want one of those. I'll just say, I'm gonna bring another one from Michigan. So it felt good.
Well, congratulations. Awesome tournament, great win in the finals, and looking forward to see you soon. Hopefully at the Flow Cup, that's gonna be an awesome event.
Yeah. If you're watching, hi Dad, hi Yasmin, hi Hanan, hi Sarah. See you guys.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations. Just take a seat whenever you're ready.
If you got my shirt. Do I need one?
You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, Dylan Ragusan, junior national champion.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Feels good. When you work super hard at one thing, it kind of becomes an expectation. That's what I've learned at the University of Michigan so far. Just, it becomes an expectation to win. Like, you can't take weekends off. There's no one weekend you take seventh, the other weekend you try to win it. Like, you're always trying to win, always trying to improve. That's what I've learned these past 2 months have been super special.
So pretty dominant tournament, and then a really tough finals match with Angelo Ring. The final score ended up being like 13-10 or something. Back and forth. He had a locked up a gut wrench at one point. You managed to fight out of it. Can you just walk us through the match a little bit and what was going through your head during it?
Yeah, so I got an early takedown. Then he took me down a nice single leg, got me to trap arm, and that's where the great of a wrestler becomes in you, because then you don't want to give that up. A lot of people, when they give up a trap arm, they go get tagged. That's not a guy I want to be. I want to be a guy that's not going to give you any easy points. So there's a lot to learn from this weekend. I'm excited to go back to the room and get a whole lot better and see how much I can improve.
Yeah. So this was an absolutely loaded age group level bracket. But last month we were in the senior national finals, beating national champs and guys that are essentially pursuing wrestling professionally right now. Could you tell the difference, between wrestling juniors and wrestling seniors? Like, can you feel a difference between them?
Man, I just had to wrestle myself out there. I wrestled some of the best fighters in the world, some of the best, Olympians, world champions. I wrestled with all of them. They all give the same feel. They all want to win. So, whether it's wrestling at the senior nationals or, junior world team trials, everyone's trying to do the same thing. Everyone's trying to get to your legs. Everyone's trying to score. So that's where my head's at.
Yeah. So if you were under the radar going into senior nationals, you no longer are. You're going into your freshman year and you're already a senior national finalist. Can you talk a little bit about that and maybe your mentality coming out of that tournament?
Yeah, so I feel like I'm really definitely hitting, the 4 or 5 years of my prime wrestling. These are the years that I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. So I had to take a step back and focus and really dive deep into coming out to a good start, because I wasn't always the number one ranked guy in high school. I was the 5th, 6th behind certain guys, but now I'm done being the 5th and 6th ranked guy. I'm going after the number 1 spot, and there's nothing gonna stop me.
Folk style season coming up. Do you know if you're gonna wrestle or if you're redshirting?
Man, that's not up to me. That's up to my coaches and the coaching staff. If whatever they feel is the right, I'm gonna be 100% behind the decision. Where they start, I'm gonna make sure that starter gets a whole lot better. And if I'm the guy, then I'm the guy, and I'm gonna go after it.
So a little off on the horizon, but any interest in trying your hand at the last chance qualifier and potentially the Olympic team trials?
Man, we'll see. It's been a crazy couple of weekends. So like I said, I don't run any of my schedule. I don't run my agenda. My coaches do, and I just listen to them and I back them up 100% on it.
Yeah. Going into the senior national, what were your expectations for that tournament?
Like I said before, I just try to flip the switch now where I'm going to tournaments to win it. A lot of people, there's probably like 3 people in that whole arena that honestly thought I could beat Darren Cruz in the round of 16. Me, my coaches, I'm done. I'm done waiting for other guys to move out of the way. I'm gonna run right through them.
Between then and now, what do you think were the biggest improvements and takeaways you took from that tournament?
Just my hand fighting got a whole lot better. Moving guys. One thing I'm really excited to improve on is getting my leg defense better. Getting the guys' legs, running takedowns down when I stop their first initial shot. So, I won the junior world team trials, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm ready to get right back after it and get a whole lot better.
So, during the pandemic, opportunities have been so limited. So what does it mean when you're able to get out and get quality matches and quality competition against really tough wrestlers?
I think it makes everything a little more special, right? Because, people have taken 6 months off competing, and, you take 6 months competing away from any guy, they're gonna go a little bit harder. So I was excited for that. And, man, this whole journey has been a complete blessing. I'm ready to keep going.
Awesome. Well, hey, great performance today. Look forward to seeing more of you in the future. Congratulations, Phil.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Good to see you, Coach. Yeah, congratulations.
Of course.
Sorry, you're not in the room.
No, I'm honestly excited to sit down. I've been staying for a long time today. It's quiet in here. Okay.
Just a heads up, we're on that.
Okay.
Whatever. No dropping that phone.
Got it. You know me.
So how are you involved with MWC?
I have been coaches, and then I have 2 wrestlers. They're younger kids, but yeah.
They liking it?
Yeah, they love it. Yeah.
They're one of the best coaches in the country there. So
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we're actually 2 going right now.
Oh.
Guy just got a quick tech in the finals. So we Rich love it. Josh. I think honestly most of these guys are totally I'm back here. Better shape. Sorry. Hey Rich, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, Rich, love it.
All right, before we start, can I say something?
Yeah.
All right, so as many people in the wrestling community know, at Nebraska, we had one of our teammates pass away last week in a car accident, and I will have the GoFundMe for his family in my bio on Instagram. It's Ridge Love It with no caps, no spaces. So anything helps. If not, if you guys could just share it, that'd be great. All the money is going to his mom to help with funeral costs and all the stuff that she's missing out on. So anything helps. So thank you guys.
Thanks for letting people know, Rich. Again, go to his Instagram account. Anything helps. It's for a very good cause, and the wrestling community should come together to support that. Rich, junior national champion. How are you feeling?
I was feeling better before my finals match. I didn't wrestle my best. Didn't get to my offense. I knew he wasn't going to shoot a lot or at all. So all in all, it was just a tough matchup for me because he was so strong and he just wasn't really doing much. And that was when I do better, is when I get stuff rolling. But I'm okay with how I performed.
Fighting off your back in the last couple seconds.
Man.
That was pretty scary. Talk a little bit about that.
I knew there was short time left, so I wasn't really worried. Obviously, I didn't want to go to my back, but that happens. But no, just knowing how much time is left, knowing how long I had to fight, and just being ready for anything.
Yeah. So, you had a tough senior match from a month ago. I know that's not the performance you want to have. Your coach said that you weren't happy with the performance. Mm-hmm. So what does it mean to bounce back after that and come here and win the title?
Well, last time did not really cut much weight. I was a little undersized. So here, made sure that we got the weight cut, did everything right, got all the training we needed in, and we're just ready to go.
Yeah. What do you think were the biggest adjustments you made between the tournaments?
Probably nutrition and just working out and conditioning. Like before, I was going to practices and we go to the lifts, but then I wasn't cutting any weight. I wasn't disciplined. I was staying up late, was doing all the wrong things. And this time we got it dialed in. I was eating right, working out every day, running on my own, lifting with the team, working out with the team, but doing other stuff. With me and Zay, we were always getting in the extra stuff, getting ready.
Yeah. So you had a really tough bracket. Besides the finals match, how do you think you wrestled today?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I wanted to get to more attacks. That's something I've been working on a lot from last year coming into this year, was that, like, I know on top I can turn right anybody, but getting on top's the harder part. Like, not everybody's going to choose bottom, and I'm not always going to choose top. So being able to go out, get takedowns, and win matches that way.
Yeah. So in a time where it's pretty hard to get good competitive matches, what's it mean to be able to get out to tournaments like this and, really test yourself and get some matches against quality competition?
I just love wrestling. That's why I'm here. Like, there's nothing else I would rather do. I could be at home playing Xbox, doing whatever, but no, this is where I want to be. It's not even about the competition. I just like to wrestle.
Looking forward to the NCAA season? For
sure. Absolutely.
Well, hey, congratulations, Rich. Great performance. You're in that stop sign. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh, just give me a second. All right. Congratulations.
Go attack to Venz. Hey, go attack to Venz. Hey.
All right, Josh, whenever you're ready. All right. Josh Edmond, holy cow. What a run through the tournament. Beat Klebov, beat Vasquez, beat Piccolo, Tech Andonian in the finals. You know, that's insane. Can you talk a little bit about your performance today?
I just want to say thanks to, first off, thank God first. Thanks to my coaches, my teammates, everyone who helped me out. Thanks to Coach Maple, keeping me on the right track, always in my ear about eating right, this and that. And like before every match, he said, hey, man, we came here for a battle. Win or lose, just go out there and fight. So I just want to make every match a war, be physical. Not worry about the outcome, just score points, have fun.
What was the expectation coming to this tournament?
All right, so first I want to say this. I didn't even know if I was Friday. We worked out. I was on weight. We got tested the day before. So, boom, my test came back negative. So we supposed to leave around 11 o'clock. I get there to the parking lot. They say, hey, you got to wait. I'm like, wow. They say, Maple test came back inconclusive. You worked out with him yesterday. So we're going to wait for his test. We're going to rerun it. So I'm just waiting. 3 hours passed. 1:30 come. They said, if 1:30 come, you got to stay back. You and Maple. So 1:28 come. I start unpacking my stuff from the van. I'm like, dang, guess I'm not going. I'm waiting for nothing. So I go upstairs in my room. 5 minutes later, Don Bradley running my house. Josh, don't drink nothing. I'm like, oh, all right. He's like, you're going. But the car won't start. So I'm like, what is going on? So luckily, someone gave us a ride to the arena. Boom, we go switch vans, go pick up Maple. Then we on the way, make it in time. But like you said, what was the expectations coming to the tournament? I just want to dominate. Like, you know, I won Fargo, I'm going to say 3 years ago. I just want to get back to that point, how I was really dominant, and I just felt like I looked good this weekend. So.
Yeah. No, you did dominate. Again, I think you dominated with one of the toughest runs that anybody had across the tournament. What was the last tournament you competed in?
States, Michigan State.
So what was it like to be back on that, you know, after having the layoff for like 8 or 9 months? What was that like first match like?
My first match, I won off an inside trip with 1 second left. So that was my first match. I just got the nerves out. On just burning. I'm like, oh my God, like glad, like God, I won this match. Like finally I can get these, like all these like nervous bugs out. I'm like, now I'm ready to go.
Isn't the sport crazy like that? How your first match in the tournament is the last second takedown, and then you go on the run you do and win the title.
Yeah, that was so crazy. I was just like, wow, thank God I won that match.
What do you think that kind of says about the mentality that it requires to be a wrestler and to be an elite wrestler?
Matchup make matches, so certain people, so like transitive. It's like in wrestling, it's like there's no transitive property. It's like you might beat someone else, but they might have beat them. You might lose them. So wrestling just a crazy sport like that.
So your buddy, teammate, Keegan O'Toole also.
Yeah, a little cheesehead.
I think we're doing an interview with him next.
Yeah.
How cool is that to go back to back?
It's real cool. We might get some Covers later.
For sure,
Covers.
Yeah,
it's cool though.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Heck of a run. Really, really impressive. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, Keegan. I just gotta wipe this down real quick, and I'll be ready for you.
I told you so. I know that. I put somebody gonna get I'm gonna get through. Again, wrong. Really? I made 4. Yeah, I know, bro.
All right, whenever you're ready.
I'll leave it here.
Hey.
All right, Keegan O'Toole, junior national champion. How are you feeling?
Feeling fantastic. It's been an awesome weekend.
So talk about dominant tournaments. You also had a crazy tournament. I think you almost teched your way through.
Yeah.
And then obviously in the finals, pin over Ore, who's a Get World team member, was an assassin.
It was.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
So in the practice room, me and another guy have mine on the team, Connor Brown. That's like our move. Like we try to find that from everywhere, and it's kind of like a joke, but not really. So I've been doing it like since high school. Ben Askren was my coach, so he kind of like started doing that move on the college scene. So I saw my opportunity, and I've actually hit that exact same move in a different match. So just saw it, and I'm like, what a way to end the match, junior national title pin with an assassin. So
do you have bragging rights when you go back to the practice room?
Maybe a little bit. Still get beat up in there, but it's all good.
So again, Josh was in here before you came with Josh Edmond. Can you talk a little bit about going back to back with him and what that kind of means for you guys in the Missouri program going forward?
That was freaking sweet. I was so pumped. It was Mizzou versus Virginia Tech for those 2 matches, and we dueled them during the season, so it felt good to go 2-0 against them. But me and Josh are buddies. We're training all the time. He's a freaking animal. He's so explosive and just strong. So it's awesome to be a part of that.
Yeah. Was there, after seeing him win big like that, and, he had 2 4-point throws in it, did you have to like calm yourself down at all before wrestling, or were you like in a good headspace to go?
I was in a really good headspace. Usually I might be a little nervous or a little anxious, too pumped up, but I'm not someone who's going to smack my face and everything and get as hyped as I can for a match. I'm smiling. I'm having fun. One thing that I really focused on this weekend was just gratitude. You know what I mean? Like I haven't wrestled a match since February or beginning of March of my senior year. So I was super grateful to be able to come here and wrestle. And I just took every advantage I had of that. And like my coaches, they did a great job preparing us. I wouldn't be in this position without them. They've done so much for us. And our Mizzou team is going to be NCAA champs in the future.
What was that feeling like for your first match back on the mat?
Definitely really nervous. And it was literally the worst draw I could have ever gotten. So I was the 1 seed of the tournament, and I drew another kid from Wisconsin who was actually one of my really, really close friends. Like his dad took my senior pictures. So like we wrestled like 8 times throughout high school, and when we were like even like 10 years old. So like the fact that I had to wrestle him first round was just one, it was kind of annoying, but like, it felt good to get back on the mat. I was obviously pretty darn nervous. I haven't wrestled in the competition for a really long time. So it was really exciting, a little nerve wracking, but after that first match, get all the jitters out of it. And I feel like most people were feeling that same way. So.
Yeah. NCAA season coming up. Do you know if you're redshirting or going, or is all that up in the air?
I mean, since it's granted a free year, no one on the team would be redshirting because there's no reason to. You get an extra year no matter what. So no, none of us on the team are going to be redshirting. And hopefully we have a season with Ivy League canceling. That's no good. But yeah, definitely not. I'm looking to wrestle. I'm looking to win an NCAA title. It's a freaking tough room we got in there. So we're all getting better.
Yeah. Well, hey, congratulations, Keegan. Awesome tournament. Really, really dominant performance here at that stop sign for sure.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks.
There's no funny. A lot of them, Mr. Long's way out there, that they're like nuts.
Talk about it.
Trout.
Yeah, Truax.
Truax. Okay, got it.
I need my mask on.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Bernie Truax, junior national champion. Holy cow! What a tournament! Beating Facundo in the quarterfinals, beating DeVoe in the finals. Congratulations, man! How are you feeling?
Good. I'm tired, but I'm pumped because who knows, it could be our last tournament for the whole year with COVID going on. So just thankful I can compete.
So obviously, you're a college guy, Cal Poly, but at the same time, you beat the #1 high school guy in the pound for pound in the country. Probably the biggest upset of the tournament. What were your expectations coming in, and how did you feel you wrestled?
Could have opened up more, but happy I got a win. It was exciting. I just like this whole tournament. I just wanted to wrestle like I do at practice. So just open up, score points, and have fun.
When's the last time you were on the mat wrestling a live situation like this one?
Last time wrestling live situation, probably about like days leading up. I think it was Thursday last week.
Okay. About last tournament.
Oh, last tournament in March.
Yeah. So
at Pac-12 way back. We've had a few months of no competition.
What was it like that first match being back on the mat and getting to wrestle under the lights, the ref, and the scoreboard, and everything like that?
Definitely a little nerve-wracking. I was a little nervous, but man, just be happy to compete. Really happy to compete.
What's it mean to be able to get a competition like this, and especially like right before the NCAA season, fingers crossed, starts? After not being able to have any matches for such a long stretch.
It's huge. It's huge. Like get a dust off the cobweb, see where I'm at. So just getting able to competition, see where I am and like what I need to work on going into the season. So it's great.
Can you walk us through that final finish a little bit?
Oh man, just wrestling. Need to move my feet a little bit more, but scoring when I had opportunities, just doing what I could. Stay good position, pace, just good attitude going wrestling.
Yeah. So, obviously folk style is going to be the focus for a little bit, but are we going to see you back in freestyle after the NCAA season?
You best believe. I think I'm liking freestyle more than folk style right now.
Well, hey, congratulations, Bernie. Great performance. You earned that stop sign. I think you opened a lot of eyes today, so great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sorry, flying everywhere.
Oh no.
And Michael, just give me a second to wipe this all down. Good to go.
I'm just as dirty, so if I don't have it. Want to mask this? You go. Good?
Yep, you're good to go.
Sweet.
All right, Michael O'Malley, junior national champion.
What's up?
How you feeling?
Feel groovy.
It happened so quick, I didn't even catch it, but you pinned Pat Kennedy in the finals. Obviously, one of the top freshmen coming to the country. Walk us through the pin.
I don't know, he was marching real like forward, going pretty hard with like clubbing on the head. Some normal like Iowa stuff, like some hardcore hand fighting. And then I was just thinking in my mind, I was thinking this before the next show, but I kind of want to go home, so it's either go big or go home, So doing double overs. That's pretty much it.
Nice. So highlight real stuff.
Yeah, I mean the whole tournament, I haven't wrestled in like 8 months because of the whole COVID thing. So I was like, this is like my first tournament back. First couple matches, pretty much all the matches. I think I had one tech, but all of them were close. And I was like, might as well end it on a high note,
Yeah.
Go back with a smile, have some fun.
So what was that first match back on the mat like?
Nerves that I haven't felt in a while,
Yeah.
A little nervous. I mean, I haven't wrestled in like 8 months, like an actual match. We wrestled live in the room, but there's nothing you can do that'll actually simulate like a tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's it mean to be able to get a tournament like this in, especially right before the season where you get, a lot of quality competition and like I said, there's live matches that you just can't get.
I mean, I think it's awesome, especially like the season on the line. Nobody knows what's going to happen. We have a season or not. So this could be my last tournament of the year
or it could be the first tournament. You know, I'm still not sure yet, but it's exciting to get out there and finally wrestle.
Yeah. So, you know, Drexel, obviously,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania RTC had a pretty strong showing.
Yeah,
the last
best
couple
RTC.
weeks. Can you talk a little bit about that and training in that environment?
I mean, yeah, we've been training. Obviously, has to be real precautious because everything going on. But yeah, I mean, we have a buddy on our team. He calls it blue collar conditioning. That's what we've been doing. Yeah, we've just been working hard, best we can, staying safe while we're doing it, and yeah, grinding.
So obviously, the focus is going to be folk style for the next couple months.
Yeah.
We're going to see more of you in freestyle going forward, though.
I do freestyle every year, so yeah, you'll see me every year until I'm done with wrestling.
So obviously, unfortunately, no junior worlds this year.
Yeah.
But you're still a junior national champion. What does that mean to you? And in particular, what does it mean to see the work that you put in over this pandemic pay off like this?
It's exciting because I thought my conditioning was going to be bad. I thought my strength was going to be down. I thought I was going to be a little rusty. But you have to take into consideration everybody is going through the same shit. So they're going to be, I don't know if I can say that, my bad. But they're going to, you know what I mean? They're going through the same stuff. So they can be just as, you know, rusty and just as, you know what I mean, worn out. But yeah, I don't know. Pull through, I guess.
Oh, hey, Michael, highlight reel performance. Great job today.
Thank you very much.
You're in that title. And we look forward to watching you
Thank
soon.
you.
Hopefully in a Drexel someday.
Yeah, of course. Forever, man. Thank you, man. Have a good one.
Congratulations. Congrats, Chris.
We're flying through these ones.
Yeah.
A lot of fins and a lot of pitfalls. I'm not complaining.
Well, I'm going to be here for like 4 hours after this, looking up all these individual reviews. Everyone's going to be closing down everything, so I think everybody's going to be here now.
Yeah.
One more left. Yeah, I'm going to end up with every school. I'm glad I got you.
And actually, I'm super so cool.
Congratulations, Joel.
So,
I mean, you can have a seat another year. There you go.
yeah,
All right, Joel Shapiro, junior national champion. How are you feeling?
good.
So obviously no junior worlds this year, but bringing home a junior national title. Can you talk about what that means to you and what it means to your work over the
Yeah, I think it's a great, you know, we didn't wrestle over quarantine, so I think it's a good like measuring stick of how far I grow during that time we were off. So I think there are some people that did stuff during quarantine and some people who didn't. Then I came up and showed in this tournament.
What did your quarantine look like? What doesn't it look like, I should say?
Oh, I mean, you know, I just work out every day. It's kind of hard to find guys to scrap with back home. I got my tattoo, so I was off for a little bit there. Yeah, we eventually worked back to Ames and we like wrestle at like some person's house or something. You know, just like a buddy like quit wrestling, you know, just finding whoever I could.
Yeah. Curious, I gotta ask now, what's the ink of?
Oh, it's a Celtic cross here because there's a long story. I found out I was Irish and got some shamrocks here. It's a castle up here. The Celtic cross is like the grave marker for like in Ireland, you know. So it kind of means a lot to me.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm looking at it 6 feet away with the visor on, but it looks like it was done pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be tough normally to get those done with going back on the mat and not want to get infections.
Yeah.
So looks like you picked a good time.
Yeah.
So when was the last tournament you competed at?
What was that?
When was the last tournament you competed at?
Big 12s.
So what does it mean to be able to get out here, you know, 8 months later and get back on the mat? What was that first match like specifically for you?
It felt really weird. I went out there like, do I even remember how to do this? Like actually, no, I've been actually doing freestyle and like almost over a year, like 2 years without like since last UWW. So yeah, after that first one though, felt great. You know, just did a lot of hand fighting.
So not too much rust you needed to knock off?
No, I think my hand fighting actually picked up a game. You know, like, you know, if you got a lead and you stand in the middle of this hand fight and they can't even get to a leg, I mean, how are they going to beat you?
Yeah. So what does it mean to have a tournament like this right before the start of the NCAA season too, especially after a layoff like you had?
Great confidence booster. I know, you know, I'm top level. I can beat anyone, I think. I know that. So it just reinforces that concept.
Yeah. So in the U23 division, Ramazan, another Iowa State guy, came through, won title. Now you're winning the title. What's that mean, and what's that say about what's going on at Iowa State program, the guys, and the work that everybody's putting in this period?
Let's sum it up. We just go, 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 go. You know, the whole like no matter like what time of the year it is, it's like never an off season for us. We just push the gas pedal the whole time. We know when to properly rest. We do the right things on and off the mat. That's a huge thing that Dresser emphasizes. You know, he doesn't want any knuckleheads on our team like slowing everyone else down. You know, so I think that's why we're making great strides as a RTC and as a team.
How excited are you guys for the upcoming season?
Well, we really hope we have one, but you know, when it happens, I think we're gonna have a great time and a great year. You know, we're gonna have some new guys added to our RTC. That's really gonna make a difference for our training.
So you said you kind of had not just a normal layoff, but you had a freestyle layoff too. I think we're gonna see you do some more freestyle in the off season, maybe in the upcoming year.
I don't know. Well, I'll see what they push me to do. Honestly.
Fair enough.
I'm good for whatever.
All right, fair enough. Well, Joel, congratulations. Great performance. Looking forward to watching you compete again sometime soon. Hopefully in an Iowa State singlet this season.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
Congrats.
Have a good one.
You too. He's dressing for the year at the PhD program, so he's wrestling with seniors, being coached by Olympic champs, the best guys in the world. So he's nice to watch. Yeah, well, I'm really happy to be able to watch it all shake out. Thought for a second there too many R's on that. So I think there's just all R's. Okay, 3 and 5 is a little floppy. I actually don't know who these guys for the rest of the match. How do you help me? Well, and again, it's like I try to get out in the hallway, like usually it's like not a big deal. Hey, how do you consume the show that makes you consider you don't watch on done. Not a big deal, but still. Well, just heard him say it.
Good luck. It's right here. You want to play? Yep. Yes, sir.
Hey, AJ, congratulations.
Guys. What's going on?
Not too much. Take a seat whenever. There you go. All right, Junior Nationals champion AJ Ferrari. AJ, really good performance today. It's a good tournament. How are you feeling?
It just feels good to be back, man. It's been a long time. I mean, like I've known since I competed at a high level, Last time I wrestled was what? Wrestled opposite Allen before I had my shoulder surgery. So it's good to be back and just competing. I love competing more than anything. I love my training. I love all the results that I get from it. But just that aspect of competing, just the energy you get for the matches, just gives me that. You know what I mean?
What was that first match back like? With the referee and the
right.
scoreboard, everything happening for real. What was that?
It was just awesome, man. Just to get that feeling back of just competing, because we train so hard. We've been busting our butts at OSU with all my other training partners, Server, Coach Perry, Caldwell, all the other guys. I mean, we have tons of guys, good solid team. So we're gonna excel, with number one recruiting class in the country. So just having all those guys and grinding, Kopecky, Anthony Montalvo, these tough guys that don't give me space. That's why you can really see I feel good in those college ties. Normally I'm not really a hint fighter, but I'm getting better hint fighting because at college, these guys won't give me space. They won't maybe use my speed, my athleticism. So just being back, it just feels awesome to finally see it. I've competed at a high level probably a year and a half, and I'm still mentally there. It doesn't take me a long time to get back. I don't do any practice tournaments or anything. I'm ready to go for the NCAA year, whatever happens, or the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, so pretty dominant throughout the tournament, and then in the finals, you had a really tough opponent, Rocky Elam.
Yeah,
really good dude. and I think it was a 6-1 win. Can you talk us through it a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I knew this whole tournament. I don't know if you guys watching me. I've been wrestling kind of high because I want guys to shoot. I mean, people know like I got a good double, a good single on both sides. You know, I chain wrestle. So I really, like a lot of people don't understand, like whenever I wrestle guys, the higher level, the more I lower my level because I know these guys are going to attack. So I usually try to come up so these guys really get a chance to shoot on me. And I mean, if you watch tournament, these last two semis and finals, I took like 2 or 3 shots tops in the whole match. And they're not even real shots. Like whenever I shoot, it's like I cover distance. Whenever guys do that, it really helps me with my reshots. So me going match, I was like, just move my feet. That's what Coach Perry was telling me, you know, Coach Fix, Zoe, all those guys are telling me, just move your feet, keep your hands moving, and just don't sit in ties. You know, these guys want to just grab onto me and hopefully try to win a 1-0 match. Want to just slow me down. For me, it's just keep moving. Don't let these guys try to slow me down. Let me use my speed. Let me use my athleticism.
Yeah. When's the last time you wrestled freestyle?
Freestyle, it's been a minute. I think World Championships, right? Whenever I took bronze.
That's what I was thinking. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's all the way back to 2018, you know.
Was there any rust to knock off, or did you feel ready?
In the room for sure, you know, just getting the timing back, you know, leg laces. I mean, I usually get it. I got a couple turns at World Championships. I didn't get any turns in the finals, but I mean, I was a little close. But if I get a lock normally, I got a couple of times this tournament. I got a strong lock working on my gut with Coach Smith. So yeah, Dayton Fix is a really good guy. He's working on me with getting his trap arm, securing it. So, but yeah, I mean, at the high level though, I mean, you know, takedowns win matches. You know, I mean, you might get a leg lace if you catch them once in a while. It's hard to gut guys that I'm training for. You know, this is just a good tournament to really get me primed for the season, and then hopefully give a good jump for the 2020 Olympics. Probably go 97 kilograms, you know, bump up and just bulk up because right now I'm walking around probably 215, 220, and then bulk up, you know, after win the NCAA championships and then cut back down 97 kilograms. So my weight fluctuates a lot. It's just a matter of me just dieting, whatever I'm eating, you know. For this tournament, I had to diet quite a bit, you know. I walk around about 220, 225. Like, you know, I love lifting. I love working out. I love everything that involves wrestling and training.
Yeah. So obviously, no Junior Worlds this year, unfortunately.
Right.
But you're still, you know, junior national champion, and you know you're seeing the hard work that you put in over this kind of crazy quarantine period pay off. So what does that title mean to you, and see your work reflected in this title?
Right. Well, I think it really shows, you know, like, I mean, I've always been known for like not really as much my conditioning. So now I'm trying to like show the like, I'm like really, like a lot of guys are either like more fast twitch, and they'll have a thing that's called Mr. Fast Twitch. Well, people don't say you also have to have slow twitch muscles to be able to continue wrestling, you know, because if you're all fast twitch, if you're a 100-meter sprinter, you won't be able to last, you know. So that really showed like all the conditioning I've been doing at OSU, you know, with Coach Smith, our head coach, Gary, man, strength conditioning coach. He puts us through a lot of good conditioning work, wrestling-related conditioning, you know, because there's a difference between just running 10 miles and having that endurance of just like staying in your stance while someone's on, you know. So I think that shows like I've really been busting my butt this off season while people haven't been seeing, you know. I've kind of been like, you know, just not really, I mean, I post a little bit, but not even as much as I would in high school, you know, trying to like try to stay aside and just, man, let these dudes see whenever I come to juniors, you know, and kick some butt so that they know I'm coming for this NCAA title, you know. So, and that's not only me, that's just that aspect of the whole team. You know, we had a couple guys get some injuries, you know, some small injuries, nothing to worry about. They'll come back to the season. So that's why most of our guys aren't here. But we just want to show that we're ready, you know, and we're coming for number 35 as a team, this team title.
Awesome. Well, hey, AJ, great job today. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you complete Cowboy single.
Yeah. Thanks, man. It's going to be awesome. I love college, dude. Another level, baby. Just keeps getting bigger. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Take care, guys.
Hey, just give me a second to wipe down. All right. Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
All right. Good. Yep. Can you just bring me down a little bit for yourself? Yeah, there we go. All right. Junior national champion Tyrell Gordon, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. I mean, it sucks that it was such a small bracket, but there were supposed to be more guys in it. Some went up, some went down. Nothing I can do about that. Just just happy to get out and compete again. It's been a while.
Yeah, round robin obviously not ideal, but you made the most of it. I think what was it, 2 technical falls and a pin?
Yep.
Can you walk us through that pin? Because that pin was essentially in the finals match, and the 2 guys that hadn't lost. First period pin. What happened?
He likes to wrestle upper body, digs underhooks a lot, but Greco is probably my best style. I didn't wrestle it this weekend because, I mean, don't train it. Wrestling folk style all year round. I mean, didn't train for this, just wrestling's wrestling. So, I mean, it's a little different being able to touch legs. I've been doing that all year. Haven't wrestled Greco in about 2 years, so didn't wrestle it here, but wrestling's wrestling.
Yeah. Do you feel like you had to get bang any rust off, or did you feel ready to go right off the bat?
I felt pretty good. It's like I said, it's been a while. All of our guys have been itching to compete, so it's been good. It's been a fun weekend.
What was the first match like back on the mat?
It was weird. I had to say it was weird, but I mean, I didn't cut any weight. The guys feel a little bit bigger, but it was just nice to be back.
Yeah. So you and I, you got some great upper weight partners to roll with. You got guys like Taylor Lewan, Drew Foster.
Yep.
What's that like?
It's exactly what it sounds. I mean, I think we have the best 65 through heavyweight wrestling room in the country. Like, I'm sure everyone says that, but when you got 2 guys who were back-to-back number ones, or Drew wasn't number 1, but he won a tournament. Luhan's the number 1 guy. We got Parker Keckeisen, who wrestled 86 here, who was the number 1 guy out of high school. It's a lot of tough dudes. I mean, you show up in the wrestling room and you don't want to wrestle, you're getting your butt beat. So you better show up ready.
What's it mean for you to be able to get to a tournament and have quality competition, albeit maybe not as many matches as you wanted, but right before the start of the NCAA season, after a layoff like the one you had?
It's good because, I mean, with everything going on, you don't know how many matches you're going to get. You can get 16, you can get 6 at just the Big 12. So who really knows how many matches you're going to get? It's just, I'm going to try to wrestle as much as I can.
Yeah. So obviously, no junior worlds this year, but you still bring home a junior national title. How much does that mean to you, and how much does that show, about how the work that you put in during this kind of trying time paid off for you?
It's my first one, so that's got to mean something. I've always been the guy to place or do well, but I've never necessarily made the finals or won the tournament, so that feels good. Did that answer the question?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Do you think we see more of you doing freestyle in the future?
Oh yeah. I don't know which one I'll preferred after graduation, freestyle or Greco, but I'll be around for a while.
Awesome. Any chance to try your hand at both?
Oh yeah. Like Hayden Zilmer. I've never wrestled him, watched him compete a lot, but I've looked up to that guy just being on both national teams. That's rare.
At the same time.
Yeah. Not a lot of people do that besides like him, Adam Kuhn. I'm sure I'm missing a couple of guys, but
Hayes Winkle made world teams of both styles. Those were years apart.
Yeah.
But he's the only guy at the top of my head that I can think of in recent memory. But yeah, those are some big shoes to follow, fill in. So are the international styles your favorite?
Before college, I'd say yes for sure, because wasn't very good on bottom, not necessarily a turner or a pinner or a guy like that. So I'd say it is, but now I guess I've grown to love the sport more, so it doesn't really matter what style I'm doing. I enjoy it all.
Awesome. Well, hey, congratulations on your first stop sign, Terrell. You really earned it. Great performance today. Great fit in the finals. Looking forward to watching you compete soon, hopefully in a Northern Iowa single.
Thank you.
Congrats, man. Great job.
Don't push this in. Don't push.
Whatever you want. I'm gonna wipe it down. So.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
One more.
Oh, I was watching you do this, like, I don't know why I keep watching computer stuff.
You didn't say anything.
No, I was just like, just watching.
Hey Joshua, congratulations.
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready, you take a seat. All right, Joshua Heinzelman, junior national champion. How are you feeling?
Yes, sir. Feeling great. Feeling really good right now.
You just had a really dominant win over a really tough wrestler, Kopecky, state world team member. You dominated. You won 15-6. Can you talk a little bit about the match?
I knew he was going to come in shooting on my left leg. I'd watched it and I knew it was coming. I was ready for that. Lou, Roselli, great. He had me ready. I don't know. I mean, I was ready.
So overall, you had a really dominant tournament in general. Won most of your matches big, a lot of tech balls. Can you just talk about your performance as a whole?
I thought I was wrestling really, really good. Maybe need to get a little better at the gas tank. I was getting a little tired in some of my matches, but I felt ready all week before training, everything. I was ready to go.
When's the last tournament you competed in?
Senior nationals. I didn't do too good. I went 1 and 2, but so.
Yeah. Well, obviously, seniors is a different animal.
It's a little bit different.
What did you take away from that tournament that helped you here today?
Got to get better. Got defense, and I got to be able to close out matches. So felt like I did that.
In a time where competitions are so limited, what does it mean to be able to go out and get, a lot of quality matches against tough competitors, especially right before you started the NCAA season?
Feels really good because with everything up in the air right now in season, just compete wherever you can and just good. be able to get mat time. Like, feels really good.
So with the NCAA season right around the corner, how are you feeling about it? Are you excited? Or are you
I'm
ready to go?
excited. Yeah, I'm really, really excited. I'm ready for it. Yeah.
So you were redshirting last season.
Yes, sir.
This year, I mean, like everyone, it's kind of like a redshirt season for everyone.
A little bit. Yeah, definitely.
But you know, are you going for the starting spot? Like, what's it look like in the ring?
As of now, there's tough guys. I feel like I'm the starter. I don't know. I don't want to say some crazy stuff, but yeah, I'm the guy. So for sure.
That's awesome. So obviously, folk style is going to be the focus for the next couple months. Do you think we see you doing more freestyle going forward and in the off season?
Definitely, yeah. Every tournament that I can go to, I'll more than likely be there at freestyle. So yeah, for sure.
Good stuff. So obviously no junior world championships this year, which is a bummer, but you're still junior national champion. What does that stop sign mean to you? And what does it mean, and show about the work that you put in during this whole quarantine period?
I mean, it feels good. The work's finally paying off. That's my first. I've got little ones before, but that's my first big one. So it feels really good. Hopefully a lot more to come. So it's great. Yeah. Very awesome.
Awesome. So leading up to this tournament, what was your preparation?
Just train twice a day, every day, get ready. I mean, just the usual. Work with. I mean, I don't know, like same old, like just with the coaches. I don't know what to do. But
all right. Well, Josh, how are you gonna celebrate tonight?
Long bus ride back to Oklahoma, so it'll be good. Good bus ride for sure.
Awesome. It'd be a lot longer, I think.
Yeah, if I lost, yeah.
All right. Well, Josh, congratulations. Awesome tournament. I think you really opened some eyes, especially in that final match. A great victory against a really tough opponent. Congratulations on that big stop.
Thank you.
Congrats, Josh. Appreciate it. Great job. All right, everybody. That is it for the U23 and Junior Nationals. Thanks for tuning in over the past couple days.